All right, we're back with Braum in about Master Grandmaster Elo. I would say this is probably a master game. What I have to say about this one is I saw a lot of different champs that really direct me into pointing Braum, but we're gonna potentially get an exciting level 1 here, so I'll focus up real quick first. Oh wow. We do have Braum and Silas, so, and Lux even, so continuing here is not bad. Okay. Just because I might as well, I'm gonna leave a ward here, and then honestly, I'm just gonna sit in the lane bushes. I don't really see much point in recalling. I could recall and get a sweeper, but it's okay. I don't need it. I would much rather just keep my positioning here, and you'll probably see why soon. My sound is ridiculously loud. I don't know what is going on here. Okay. So the reason why I picked Braum is because they had Bard, Brand. We had Tristana. Tristana's great with Braum. You can get a lot of lane pressure, even though Braum isn't generally seen as the highest lane pressure support. But the reason I like Braum into Brand is because later on into the game, you can just block Brand ulti if you put up a good shield. So luckily, there's not a whole lot of other abilities that I even want to use my shield on. So I can just basically hold my E and focus on Brand entirely and make his champ a lot less useful. Okay, my AD wants to contest the push here, but it doesn't really look possible. I'll get that one last minion, but it's okay. We don't really mind the wave pushing into us because we'll hit level 2 and then have all-in threat. I also took Exhaust, which is a little bit unusual with Spellbook this game, primarily because the enemy team has Zed and Kennen, so I felt that having Exhaust underneath my other summoners would be really effective. And I'm not leveling up my E or my W just in case my Tristana jumps in. I want to be able to jump to her with W. But she's kind of waiting on me to land a Q first, it would seem, so... but I can sit in this bush because enemy bot lane hasn't warded it yet. Looks like they're going to ward there for our jungler. Unfortunate for us. It could have been a good gank for Silas. Let's see what we can do here. So we're trying to find an all-in before we get too chunked out. Dude. So obnoxious, man. Well, the Brand flashed. Wait, really? I'm actually just dead. 100 to 0. That's so sad. That's actually so crazy that I'm dead 100 to 0 there. Stupid. Stupid to try and force something. We should be able to force something, but I was forcing it a little too hard, and our Trist probably didn't have her jump up yet, which was a problem there. The idea of the gank, I think, is good. It's a real shame that we didn't just jump in sooner with Tristana. It's just a solo queue thing. Just a solo queue thing, unfortunately. But hopefully we can get this wave in before anything too bad happens. Oh my god. You're kidding. You're kidding. These guys just live like this. My god, man. Well, I'm definitely going to try and cancel their bases. Even though Brand has TP, canceling their bases would be really beneficial to me. Like here, they're not sure what they want to do. I'm going to hold the wave and cancel their base for sure. This is a really good stay angle by me here. Oh, canceling them is going to be so huge. That's such a massive time to cancel him. He misses so much for it. I'm going to try and cancel him again. Yep, nice. So huge, this cancel. So huge. So my early death was definitely not good. Not what we wanted. Got a little too antsy to force something, which is not what you want. Trying to figure out where I want to use my ward, but I don't think I want to use it here because they'll just pink it. Most likely. Okay, we see Zed. I was thinking about putting it on Dragon, but that didn't seem right either. So I'll just hold it for now. Wave State's in a really good spot. We're zoning this Brand off of even getting XP on the cannon there, which is crazy. And our wave was such a good spot that we even have a Tristana, right? And we're still freezing on them, which Tristana usually is not even capable of freezing, but we're actually in such a good position. We're not great in actual stats here. Bro, I wish she would just jump in. If she just jumps in, it makes it so much easier for the both of us. Because I want to hold my Q for when she jumps in, so that I can get like a guaranteed easy Q. Now I'm a little bit concerned about where Zed is because he had recently ganked top lane. And the aggression the enemy bot lane is showing here is a little bit suspicious to me. Because if I were them, I certainly wouldn't be walking up in this matchup like this. Pretty crazy. I feel like Zed was around for sure. Wow. Okay, well, at least it's good that I took heal because we're going to need it for sustain. I just wish I feel like my Tristana just doesn't know when she can go in. So it's a little tough. Like, I feel like she is... Like, I understand, but she's waiting for me to go in when we should go in on her jump in. Dude, you can't be serious. We have played this so poorly. Okay. It's great. Do you guys see what's going on here? We've played that as poorly as we possibly could imagine, and we still won, right? Like, it's kind of crazy that the enemy bot lane is getting away with what they get away with in this whole sequence. Okay, just gonna get a deep ward on their bot side jungle. We saw Zed was around top side, which is one of the reasons I even fought in the first place. I am picking up this honey fruit just because it's there. Maybe I can get some kind of cheese off where they just don't expect me to have stayed, and we can go on Brand. Like, maybe he walks up here. Oh god. Oh, maybe. Yes. I think I flashed the Brand passive off of Tristana there. I could be mistaken. Really, really sad for me that I missed my first Q on Brand. Very sad for me. But the idea of the play was so good. Tristana's a little crazy for jumping in so early. It should have been better and easier than it was. Nah, I'm gonna keep those. Because I missed my Q. Could have been better, but again, that's one of those, like, the idea of the play was so good. Even though we played it not very good, it comes out alright. So we see, and this ward has gotten some real value. But now that I exit out onto the map here, I'm just going to get some vision control around mid for my mid laner because I can afford to. Gonna drop a ward there in river so that she can have a little bit of safety for herself, despite, you know, Bard and Zed roams. And placing the ward clears on my inventory for my free boots, which is great. Let's see. I'm gonna get a ward there and help Silas with Dragon. I'm not sure exactly where Bard is. Okay. What? Okay. I don't know what that was. I'm not totally certain what to switch to here. Like, I could switch to TP. I think I'm going to switch to TP, look to get a little active on the map, and then, because I have TP, like, I can just walk top lane here and not be punished. See here, Zed's top side, I'm on the way, but if anything were to happen to my Tristana, I have the ability to TP back. Oh. Okay. Not exactly what you want to see. Bro, did he really see me? He should have just went in. Bro. I hope you don't die, bro. That's so crazy. And then the TP bot lane and just get a free kill. I don't know what they're doing. You know, maybe I could have prioritized running towards my Tristana a little more rather than like ulting to chain CC them there, but I don't know. I'm personally happy that my Tristana gets out. I don't really mind dying, but that could have been played better, I'm sure. But up in this top play, after Kennen used his E to wave clear, there was a few seconds where Silas could have definitely jumped in, and we could have punished the Kennen, I think. So that's a little bit unfortunate. I was expecting the Silas to jump in at any moment, so I kind of walked up a little too far forward. Then I think I barely got shown on vision somewhere on a minion. So we just watched Bard base. They unfortunately have vision of me here. I think I can stay here and pressure and force. If Bard doesn't come back down bot lane, then we can just take tower. It looks like we may just take tower anyways, because Brand also based. Definitely a suspicious base timer by the enemy bot lane. They both just base and we take the whole tower. It's pretty nice for us. Really want to get vision here. Vision here is amazing. Okay, I think Brand surely is in thing. Nice. Okay. Well, we got a lot out of them there. Nice. Successful bait there on the Asuo. Could have exhausted him at a slightly better time, but it all comes out in the wash, I think. I'm just gonna go... You know what? Nah, I'm gonna go Merc Treads. Gonna go Merc Treads because my next item is just gonna be a Knight's Vow, so I can cover my bases resistance-wise. Redemption is a really popular item right now, but I don't really see the point in it this game. I can just really beef up my own personal tankiness with Redemption. Because we have so much control bot side, I am going to drop a ward on the Rift Herald as we go for the dragon, just so we can see if the enemy team is going to try and cross map or just see what they're going to be up to. And I'm going to just stand here as a human ward. Like, we have such good vision on bot side that if it looked like they were contesting bot side, then I could just make my way over. Okay, the dragon's up. We see Zed top. I'm going to come counter this play. I don't want to let them just dive my volley for free. I find it hard to believe that the enemy team will just contest the dragon without their Zed. Okay, they ended up getting the dragon and making it out safely. My Volibear, I was prepared to defend him in case the Zed was there to dive him, but the Zed kind of just did nothing. So we got the dragon and made sure the enemy team didn't get their own cross map play, which is great. Okay, if Silas hit that, it would have been really good. And we could have went in, but I don't want to waste my ward and just drop it on them when they're going to know and sweep it immediately. I do see Zed, so I will drop my ward here now. Wasn't totally sure where Zed was. Nice, by my AD carry. Not sure how that happens. But we're not getting sucked into the fiesta. I'm playing purely for these objectives and making sure that my teammates aren't getting punished on cross maps and things like that. I think we can maybe show up behind Kennen here. We may be on vision, but I mean, come on, this is a little much, Mr. Kennen. Okay, nice. My ulti didn't directly knock up the Kennen, but oh my. Not really sure about that one, Mr. Bear. I think you could have made it out of that alive. Potentially made it out of that alive. Could have at least tried, I'd say. Trying to ignite him to cancel his recall. I knew his passive shield would block my recall cancel, but ooh, nice. We got you. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Okay, I've been on the map for quite some time now. I think upgrading my Merc Treads seems quite nice this game, but I have such a nice Kindle gem buy towards my Knight's Vow, I might as well buy that, I feel. I'm gonna take Ghost. I don't really have a great spot to take Cleanse. I don't really... The thing is, like, I'm Braum. What do I need Cleanse for? Even though Cleanse would be great. Nice. Let's see, what can we do? Okay, I'm applying my passive to everything that moves. Let's play Fraudicon. I don't see why not. Oh my. Okay, so getting a little sus to play Fraudicon here, I will admit. But I really don't see why we shouldn't. I think my Tristana's a little off in the middle of nowhere right now. Man, that's a shame. My auto didn't go off on him. Okay. Luckily, I think Kennen got a little tunnel vision there, and he didn't actually play that particularly well. I was a little worried about a potential Kennen TP into ulti because I exhausted Zed, but it seemed like such a good time to exhaust the Zed. I don't know. I wouldn't want anybody to die to the random Zed ulti like that. Okay, nice. Love to see that. It's okay. It's solo queue. Okay. Oh, come on, man. Alright, we just got to spend the next rest of the game making sure that our teammates don't get randomly picked or killed off too often. We are just so strong in snowballing. Can I get this to bot tower? I'm really trying to get this to bot tower. Nice. I can. Help! Nice. Alright, that's certainly... You know, that's not usually the standard way to progress the game, but that certainly worked quite nicely. Quite nicely. Ended up getting not just this tower, get this tower plus inhib. We're going to get dragon off of it, 3 extra kills. I mean, this game is pretty wrapped up. I would say we definitely could have played a little more, you know, on the edge and aggressively in lane. I would say both me and Tristana both could have. I think we both had a bit of a differing idea of how the fight should start, so the fights just didn't really start. I think my Tristana wanted me to throw more random Qs out and then she would jump in if one landed, but that's not the best way to go about fighting, in my opinion. In this lane, I think she should just start out with her jump, and the enemy bot lane doesn't have much counterplay in that scenario. But that's okay. At any rate, we get some God wards to control the enemy top side, because Baron's going to spawn in a minute. That's the next thing we have to play for. And right now, the enemy team has no vision in their top side, so I'm just going to stand here and wait for somebody to face check. Oh my lord. That is certainly one way to throw. Tristana jumping in like that is crazy, but I respect it, I guess. Let's see, maybe I'll end up wanting to have TP, maybe I'll end up wanting to take Smite for the Baron, not totally sure. So for now, I'll hold off on taking anything. Oh man, shame. I think the enemy team is kind of just letting us take this tower. I think, you know, now that I think about it, the brand seems to be AFK, which is awesome. You love to see that. I'd love to have that on my team. Oh, nice. Completely owned Zed there. Great work. Great work. Solid game. Yeah, I don't have too much to say about it. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah.